Hare Krishna. Om Gyana Timiranda Sya Gyanangya Shalakaya Chakshurmilitami Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhasitam Stapitamena Bhutale Swam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajam Sakana Raghunatam Vitam Sattva. Sorry. Om Gyana Timiranda Sya Gyanangya Shalakaya Chakshurmilitami Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhasitam Stapitamena Bhutale Saurapakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajam Sakana Raghunatam Vitam Sajivam Сдатым Савдутам Парична Схитам Кришна Читания Девам Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lolita Shri Vishakan Vitam Shcha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Kupesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vaskatyadeshatarine Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vaskatyadeshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now I will try to sing Jara the Madhava and then continue with the trial to read from the books. And this time there is the news, the most new book also, which I will again also try to read from there. I will try to begin to read from there. And I forgot to write it in the title, but still I will try to read from there today also. The stories on Bhakti from His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhānta, Sarasvati, Ṭhākura, Prabhupāda, the newest book from from Shri Prema Prayojana Prabhu. The stories about Bhakti from His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhānta, Sarasvati, Ṭhākura, Prabhupāda. Vedic Wisdom Tales. But first I would like to try to sing Jayarada Madhava. Jayarada Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayarada Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. First from Gaudiya Darsana, I'll try to read from Gaudiya Darsana first. Jai Gaudiya Darsana. Jai the book Gaudiya Darsana. Jai His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvati Ṭhākura Prabhupāda. Jai Shri Prema Prayojana Prabhu. Jai Śrīla Narayana Maharaj, his Guru Maharaj. Yes, I will see where I was actually. Yes. I think. Oh, I'm not sure. Just a moment. Yes, maybe I have reached this part with the title, What is the harm of considering Prakriti to be the supreme controller? If the Sevya Vastu, object of service, is not Purusha, the servant cannot attain Sarvangina Purna Seva. Sarvangina Purva Seva, complete service by all limbs. If the object of service is Stri, then the Jiva, being Prakriti, cannot render service to the object of service by all limbs. Oh, sorry, I think I have read this, but I will read it again. Okay. If the Jiva and Parameshvara are both Prakriti, then one Prakriti cannot completely satisfy all the desires of another Prakriti. If the Jiva considers himself Purusha and accepts Parameshvara as Prakriti, then the Jiva with the Purusha Abhimana, the conceit of being the enjoyer, in going to satisfy the desires of Prakriti, his object of service, will simply enjoy Prakriti in one way or another. The Jiva has been designated as Prakriti in scripture. Yes, I have read this, yes, also this citation, this quotation here. Yes, okay, this is from Sri Bhagavad Gita 7.5. Apareyam jivastvanyam. Sorry, just a moment. Apareyamitasthanyam prakritim vidime param jiva bhutamabhavam yedandarya tejagat. However, this inert Prakriti, which has 8 divisions, is inferior. Know that superior to this is another Prakriti of mind, in the form of the Jivas, by whom this universe has been accepted for the sake of enjoyment through karma, reward-seeking activities. Only Purushottama, now this is now the author already, the citation is at the end, and now the author continues. Only Purushottama, the supreme predominating person, is referred to by the word Parameshvara, supreme controller. Only his enjoyerhood is independent of others. Nirapeksha, and exclusively self-reliant. Svatantra. This conception is vividly manifested in Gaudiya Darsana. Now the next part has the title, Only Purusha can be the enjoyer of all rasas. A feat impossible for Prakriti. From an impartial perspective, Madhurya Rati is superior to all others. It is even seen in worldly examples that, on the basis of Adi Rasa, the original rasa or romance, Madhurya Rasa, the intensity with which entheus, agitation, attraction, love, possessiveness, stimulation, and the activities of all limbs arise are not seen in any other rasa. If Lila Purushottama is not the object of service, then this Madhurya rasa cannot be manifested in any way at all. If Parameshvara is Prakriti, then the status of Madhurya rasa cannot remain. The relationship of the son with his mother is one of desiring and supplying, respectively. Wherever the jiva considers himself as offspring, he is entitled to receive something from his mother, and she is obliged to supply it. Therefore, in this situation, there is only dohana kriya, literally milking or exploitation, especially between a mother and her offspring. Madhurya rasa is unnatural. However, a Purusha may be the enjoyer of Madhurya rasa, or additionally, the enjoyer of Vatsalya rasa. In both fields, Purusha is the enjoyer. Becoming the object of Vatsalya rasa, Purusha exploits as a suckling child the enjoyable substances from his servants in the form of mother and father. Furthermore, in Madhurya Rasa, this Dohana Kriya exploitation is manifested with even more affection, and his agitation and service by all the limbs. The next part of the text has the title Hierarchy of Worship, Wonderful uh, um, Hierarchy, hierarchy, how it is, how it is pronounced in English, hierarchy. Hierarchy, yeah. Hierarchy of worshipful variety and excellence in Aprakrita Rati. So it will be read the next time. Jai, the book Gaudiya Darsana. Jai, His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvati Ṭhākura Prabhupāda. Jai, Shri Prema Prayojana Prabhu. Jai, Śrīla Narayana Maharaj. Now I will try to read from the new book, from the newest book from Shri Prema Prayojana Prabhu, the Vedic Wisdom Tales. Vedic Wisdom Tales. Jai, the book Vedic Wisdom Tales. Jai, His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvati Ṭhākura Prabhupāda, the author. Jai, Shri Prema Prayojana Prabhu, the author. Jai, Śrīla Narayana Maharaj, his Guru Maharaj. So it is written here. Translation and Sri Sarasvati Tosani commentary by Sri Prema Prayojana Dasa. It begins with the Shri Mangalacharam. And then introduction comes. I will try to sing this Mangalacharam and then I will begin to read the introduction. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanangana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamala Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunatavita Tam Sajiva Shri Raghunar Raghunatam Vita Sajiva Sadvaita Savaduta Parijana Sahita Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Larita Shri Vishaka Vaishnavamscha Namaham Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Śrīmati Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Namine Shri Namaham Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Śrīmati Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Namine Shivarsapanavi Devadaitaya Kripagaya Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daite Prabhava Namah Madhurya Jvala Prema Shri Rupanuga Bhakti Dashri Gora Karuna Shakti Vigraya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shimutaye Dinatarine Rupanoga Vidapasiddhānta Santakarite Namaste Gaura Madhuraya Jvala Prema Shri Rupanoga Bhakti Shri Guru Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravane Shimurtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virodapasiddhānta Dvantaharine Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapita Yena Bhutale Svaya Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Sva Padantikam Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripasitubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Namah Namo Mahavidhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Nani Guru Tveshanamaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namasute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishapana Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Introduction. By the causeless mercy and inspiration of Parama Parma Radhyatama, Shri Guru Pada Padma Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Astotara Sata Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. We are overjoyed to present. We are overjoyed to present the first English translation of this anthology of instructive episodes entitled Vedic Wisdom Tales. In honor of the 150th anniversary of the divine appearance of Prabhupāda Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura. The present edition is based on the original Bengali version published by the Gaudiya Mission, Bagh Bazar, Calcutta, 1940. Under the title Upakshane Upadesha Volume 2 and the Hindi edition published by the Shri Gauravraja Madhuri Samiti. Dhruva Gata, Mathura, 2014. Upakshane Upadesha Volume 1 is a compilation of Srila Prabhupada's valuable instructions based on unworldly and often fictitious anecdotes, Laukika Upakhana, and logic, Laukika Nyaya, as found in traditional literature on ethics, Niti Shastra, such as the Pancha Tantra. Srila Prabhupada skillfully reinterprets the well-known worldly anecdotes to reveal practical applications for success in spiritual life. In contrast, Upakshane Upadesha Volume 2 presents the teachings often taught by Srila Prabhupada based on factual incidents. Vastava Upakhana, from ancient Vedic scriptures such as the Upanishads, the Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Sri Vishnu Purana, and also from later texts such as Sri Prapanamrita, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata, and Sri Narottama Vilasa. Okay, I will continue with the with that wonderful book the next time, because the other books I would also like to read a little bit. Jai, the book Wisdom Tales, Vedic Wisdom Tales. Jai, His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvati Ṭhākura Prabhupāda. Jai Shri Prema Prayojana Prabhu. Jai Śrīla Narayana Maharaj. Now, the Gayatri book. Jai, the Gayatri book. Jai, His Holiness Sachinanda Swami. Jai, His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Thakura. Sorry. Jai His Divine Grace Bhachanara Vrnda Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Swami Prabhupāda. Yes, okay, now chapter 5. I had begun to try to read chapter 5. We already reached chapter 5. Now His Holiness Sachidananda Swami is explaining the bijas, and now the first one is Om. Well, I think I have begun to read about this. And second notation, first notation. Just a moment, I must see where it was actually. Um, okay, I think I have reached the following. Okay. Okay. Let's assume that I have reached this part. Let us see. Maybe I hope I haven't lost anything. Let's assume that actually. Okay. Since Omkara is the basis principle of all Vedic knowledge, so this is the so the syllable Om. Since Omkara is the basis principle of all Vedic knowledge, it is uttered before one begins to chant any Vedic hymn. Without Omkara, no Vedic mantra is successful. The Srila Prabhupada describes the more confidential meaning of Omkara as it is specially revealed in our Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. Omkara is a combination of the letters A, U, and M. What about O? O must be also there. U, but O must be also there. Without O, cannot be Om. So, Harena Uchate Krishna. The letter A, Akara, refers to Krishna, who is Sarva Loka Kanyaka, the master of all living entities and planets, material and spiritual. Nayaka. Nayaka means leader. He is the supreme leader. Nityo, Nityanam, Chitamash, Chitamanam. The letter U, Ukara, Ukara, indicates Srimati Radharani, the pleasure potency of Krishna, and M, Makara, indicates the living entities, jivas. This is the complete combination of Krishna, his potency and his eternal servitors. This is note number 3. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 7-128. Purport. Further, it is written, Srila Prabhupada refers here to the following verse from Srila Rupa Goswami. Akare no Chate Krishna. Господи Боже, везде неща. Какво това, бе? Какво това? Просто не разбирам защо така се получава. Те съсипа това нещо. Akare no Chate Krishna. Sarvalokai Naika Nikuchate Radha Makaro Jiva Vichaka. By the letter A in Krishna is addressed, the Lord of all the worlds. By the letter U, Radha is addressed, and the letter Ma refers to the jivas. In other words, is not at all impersonal. Nowadays, Om is often considered nothing more than a representation of the impersonal Brahman. Many devotees of Krishna, working under this misconception, have even developed an aversion to chanting Om. One should understand, however, that Om clearly denotes Krishna. Krishna confirms this important point 3 times in the Bhagavad Gita. Vidyam Pavitram Omkaraha. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu. I am the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. This is yes, the previous was note 4 and this is note 5 to chapter 5. Bhagavad Gita 9:17 and Bhagavad Gita 7:8. Omiti Ksharam Brahma Vyaran Manusmitya Ya Prayati Jayande Sayati Padanangati. After being situated in this yoga practice and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letters, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planets. Note number 6. Bhagavad Gita 8:13. For further enlightenment, we recommend the study we recommend one study Srila Prabhupāda's entire purport. Okay, the next bija mantra is Aim. Well, it is maybe not pronounced how I pronounce it. Aim, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I will continue to read that about this bija mantra the next time. Jai the Gayatri book. Jai His Holiness Sachinandana Swami. Jai His Divine Grace Abhayacharana Vrnda Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Swami Prabhupāda. The next is a place of sandalwood and roses. Jai the book, a place of sandalwood and roses. Jai Shrimati Govinda Dasi. Jai His Divine Grace Bhacharana Vrnda Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Swami Prabhupāda. Now, here, Śrīla Prabhupada, there was some, actually, there is a description of initiation. Here, the last time I haven't read it till the end. Now maybe, I don't know, if maybe I will read it till the end. Something like this. Okay, let's see where I was here in that text. Mantra. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I think I have reached this part. So, the kindling forms a small mount on the fire pan. Swamiji then uses a candle to light the fire. While the fire gains momentum, he mixes ghee, pearl barley, and sesame seeds in a large metal bowl. The bowl is then handed to Mukunda, who has everyone scoop up handfuls of the mixture, which will later be offered into the sacrificial fire. The Swami recites Sanskrit prayers to the acharyas in disciplic succession. He leads the prayers, and everyone tries to repeat his words. Most stumbling on the Sanskrit sounds. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Pada Kamala Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha. Each prayer ends with a loud Svaha repeated 3 times. Each time he says Svaha, he pours a ladle of ghee into the fire and everyone tosses in a handful of grains. The fire crackles, each Svaha bringing the sound of popping sesame seeds and barley. The flames lick the tip of the ghee spoon. Svaha. Yellow tongues shoot upward, burning lifetimes of karma. Svaha. Again, the ghee fills the hungry flames. Sesame seeds sputter, the pearl barley seeds explode sesame seeds sputter, and pearl barley seeds explode, sparkling and burning away all past designations, burning into the core of the soul. This fire, the Swami says, is the mouth of God, the mouth of Vishnu. With one swift movement of Swamiji's hand, the bananas leap into the fire, then the flowers, then the colored powders, flashing a rainbow of color for a split second. The sacrificial fire consumes them all. Stand up, the Swami says. The Swami motions. Mukunda quickly places a sacrificial banana in Bonnie's hands, and one in Garth's hands, and guides them to hold the banana in the gesture of prayer. The two initiates stand before the smoking, sputtering fire, each holding a single unpeeled banana. The Swami recites the pranam mantra, and they repeat after him. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktisiddhānta Swami Iti Namine. That means, the Swami explains, that you accept me as your spiritual master. And in your duty, and it is your duty to serve me as disciple, and it is my duty to deliver you to Krishna. Is that all right? Oh, I think I have read this already. Still, I will read it till the end and then continue a little bit from the next chapter. Dazed and speechless, they both nod. The Swami motions for them to place the bananas into the fire. Stooping slightly, they each carefully place their banana offering into the fire, which then begins to smoke even more. Tears come to Bonnie's eyes. Now Govinda Dasi's eyes. Her new life has begun. The Swami then takes ashes from the fire and mixes in the remaining bit of ghee, making a black sooty paste. The motions for the couple to come motions for the couple to come closer, and with his third finger he carefully places a black dot on each of their foreheads, right between the eyebrows. Mukunda then takes the sooty paste around to each person, placing a black dot on everyone's forehead. Chant Hare Krishna, the Swami commands. He tends the sacrificial fire while the room erupts in a melodious kirtan. The smoke thickens and some guests leave, coughing and gagging. Govinda Dasi closes her watering eyes, inhaling the fragrance of the smoke. She likes the smell of the burning ghee. It smells purifying. The fire crackles. Govinda Dasi watches in wonder, and her mind drifts to some faraway place. She feels slightly disconnected from the events around her. It is all so new, yet strangely familiar. Have I been here before? Done this before? Is what she's thinking. Then the remembers of the day that she was reading Hermann Hesse's Siddhartha 2 years ago. No, sorry. Then she remembers the day that she was reading Hermann Hesse's Siddhartha 2 years ago. She had been on the airplane leaving Austin for Houston on a weekend journey. As the plane was taking off, she came across the name Govinda in the book. Siddhartha's friend. Govinda, Govinda. She had said it aloud, liking the sound of it. At that very moment, she had looked out the airplane window at a red and gold Texas sunset. The university tower silhouetted in the distance. Instantly, everything had seemed brighter, like a laser photograph etched on eternity. The memory of that moment in time, the red and gold sunset, the sound of the name Govinda, was emblossomed in her mind. For a moment, she had felt a profound peacefulness, an altered state of consciousness. Then she forgot, and her life, her search, went on as before. Govinda, she whispers, he is named. He he has named me. He has named me Govinda Dasi. How he know? How could he possibly know? How beautiful it is written in the book. The next chapter is chapter 22, Unplugging the Fan. I will continue the next time with that part. Jai the book, place of Sandalwood and roses. Jai Shrimati Govinda Dasi. Jai His Divine Grace Bhai Charanara Vrnda Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Swami Prabhupāda. Now I will a little bit read from Chaitanya Charitamrita of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and well, the translation in English from His Divine Grace by Charanara Vrnda Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Swami Prabhupāda with commentaries purports from him also. Well, the last verse is, let's see. Oh yeah, yes. The previous verse. In the previous verse, the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have said, Sri Ramanandaraya was a great devotee of the Lord and a lover of God. So this is verse number. These are two verses. Madhya-lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya-lila, 8, 130 and 131. It is now I will just quickly read the translation and then the next verse I will also read. Sri Ramanandaraya was a great devotee of the Lord and a lover of God, and although his mind could not be covered by Krishna's illusory energy, and although he could understand the mind of the Lord, which was very strong and intense, Ramananda's mind became a little agitated, because the Lord wants again and again to hear about the the description of the truth of Radha and Krishna. Now this is Madhya-lila. The next verse now, Madhya-lila, 8, 132.
Raya kahe haminata tumi sutradhara Ei matana chutachi ahinachi bara
Sri Ramanandaraya said, I am just a dancing puppet, and you pull the strings. Whichever way you make me dance, I will dance. The next verse, Madhya-lila, 8, 133.
Mora jiva vinayantra tumi vinadare tumi ramane hute tahayuchare.
Translation. My dear Lord, my tongue is just like a stringed instrument, and you are its player. Therefore, I simply vibrate whatever arises in your mind. Next verse, Madhya-lila 134.
Paramaheshvara Krishna Swayam Bhagavana Sarvatari Sarva Karana Pradhana.
Translation. Ramananda Raya then began to speak on Krishna Tattva. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he said. He is personally the original Godhead, the source of all incarnations, and the cause of all causes. Okay, now I will continue to read the next time from the next verses. And actually, the last time I said that I will also read to the end one of the purports before 5 verses. There was some purport which I didn't read to the end, and I will do this the next time because today the time is already it is just going very quickly. Yes, and we see how Srila Ramananda begins to explain the truth about Radha and Krishna with the words that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And we know how in every verse of Shikshastaka, the love of Shrimati Radhika to Shri Krishna is actually explained. And actually the love to pure devotee to Krishna is explained. The crying of a pure devotee in separation from Krishna is explained in every verse of Shri Shikshastaka. And as Shrimati Radhika is the topmost pure devotee, as stated and explained in verse 10 of Shripada Shamrita of Srila Rupa Goswami, then also the love of Shrimati Radhika to Shri Krishna, the highest love in all the worlds, Madanakya Mahabhava, or Unato Jvala Rasa, it is also explained in every verse of Shri Shri, expressed in every verse of Shri Shri Shikshastaka. Shri Shri Shikshastaka, as you all know, was spoken from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the 16th century. So let's see, for example, verse 5. Ainanataujakinkaram patitama vishama bhavamudo. You all know these verses, of course. Крипая тава пада панкаджа, стадурис тишам вичинтая. Ainanataujakinkaram patitam mam visham bhavamudo. Крипая тава панкаджа, стадурис tisham vichintaya. O Lord, O Son of Maharjananda, O Krishna, somehow I I'm in this in that moment I'm here in this in this at this place in this world in this condition. But please, O Lord, be merciful to me and 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 consider me as a particle of dust or particle of sand affixed at your lotus feet. And in this way, purchase me as your eternal servant. We see how a pure devotee prays the Lord, how a pure devotee is sure that the Lord has mercy and just wants to be the eternal servant of the Lord and want the Lord to uh, yes to purchase the servant, the devotee as his eternal servant, as we heard some seconds ago. And why it is like this? Because, as said in verse in Madhurila 8:134, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is personally the original Godhead, the source of all incarnations, and the cause of all causes. Yes, that's why the pure devotee just only wants the Lord to purchase him or her as his or her um, the pure devotee just only wants the Lord to purchase the pure devotee as his eternal servant. And the devotee compares himself with the particle of dust or particle of sand fixed at the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna. We see how beautifully it is explained and expressed. Now I will try to sing some song and then I will come to an end. Yes, and as said before, well, I didn't say actually almost nothing, but still I will again say that I will again repeat that. If I try to say something on Vedic literature or Vedic um, philosophy, you must know I'm not qualified in these topics. And I'm not trying to instruct anybody. Then one could ask, if you are not qualified, why you're trying to say something? Well, because I'm trying to understand those topics, and if we try to explain something, then we there then we can, in this way we can try to understand it actually. Yes, and so I'm a doctor in chemistry, in theoretical chemistry. So in this way I must say that on Vedic literature and Vedic topics. I'm really not qualified on Vedic literature and Vedic poetry, and that's why I'm not trying to instruct anybody, as I every time say. Yes, you all know this is like this. So, of course, one have to try to understand the Vedic literature and Vedic poetry under the guidance of teachers, under the guidance of Diksha Guru and Shiksha Gurus. All of you who are Vaishnavas devotees in Raganuga Bhakti, and especially those who are Vaishnavas devotees in Rupanuga Bhakti, you're all my gurus. I pay obeisances to you. Dandavat Pranam. Vanchakalpatarupascha kripasnukapavacha Patitnam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Thank you so much for your attention. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, sorry. I wanted to try to sing the song. Yes, I will. Just a moment. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada Lada Daine. Prahlada Lada Daine. Hiranyakashipu Vaksha. Hiranyakashipu Vaksha. Shilatankanakalaye. Shilatankanakalaye. Iton Rishimo Paraton Rishimo. Iton Rishimo Paraton Rishimo. Yato yato yamitato nrishimo. Yato yato yamitato nrishimo. Bahir nishimo hridaye nrishimo. Bahir nishimo hridaye nrishimo. Nrishimhamadim sharanya prapadya. Nrishimhamadin Sharanya Prapade Tava Karakamalavare Naka Aputa Shrinka Talita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa
Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare,
Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare.
Srini Simha Janri Sim Jaya Janri Simhadev Prahladesha Jaya Bhakta Mukha Padma Bringa Srini Simha Janri Sim Jaya Janri Simhadev Prahladesha Jaya Bhakta Mukha Padma Bringa Srini Simha Janri Sim Jaya Janri Simhadev Prahladesha Jaya Bhakta Mukha Padma Bringa Srini Simha Janri Sim Jaya Janri Simha Dev Prahladesha Jaya Bhakta Mukha Padma Bringa
Nrisimhade Jaya, Nrisimhade,
Nrisimhade Jaya Nrisimhade Jaya
Prahlad Nishinha, Prahlad Nishinha, Prahlad Nishinha Jaya, Prahlad Nishinha Jaya, Lakshmi Nrisimha, Lakshmi Nrisimha, Lakshmi Nrisimha Jaya, Lakshmi Nrisimha Jaya, Ugra Nrisimha, Ugra Nrisimha, O Grand Rishiha Jaya, O Grand Rishiha Jaya, Jagannath, Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Gopinata, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radha Jaya Radha Shyam, Radha Madhava, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radha Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya, Gurudeva Jaya, Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya, Gurudeva Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Śrīla, Prabhupāda Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Śrīla Prabhupada.
Thank you so much for your attention.